Now then, the last thing we're going to do is make an orthographic working drawing of our made assembled part. The way we do that is to click on the piece of paper here. We're going to open up a working drawing. Now I want to take this moment to kind of strongly recommend you never click the arrow here. Never select your part from here. Always click the piece of paper, because then you get these options, and then you can always make sure you're clicking the correct part and it's in millimeters. So whenever we create a part, we always use the standard millimeter file. Whenever we assemble, we use the standard millimeter file here, and when we create a working drawing, we always use the BSI, the British standards, for creating working drawings. So it's always this one. We hit create, and we get a nice canvas drawing like this. A nice canvas for our drawing, sorry. And then the first thing to do is put our base view in. Now, the interface may have changed slightly from what you're familiar with your previous Inventor drawing. But we have to kind of adapt to those things as updates and software come out. We have to always spend a bit of time adjusting to that, which is fine. And what it does here is quite nice, is it gives us a new viewing, so we can kind of icon where we can change the initial view of our drawing. Now, we always want to be making sure we're doing a third angle orthographic. And if we're ever unsure about how to lay out that, we can quickly do a Google search on that, as I've done here, just to show you. Now, I want to point out a few things. This technologystudent.com website is a really good website for information and all kinds of technical information to do different areas of design and technology. Yeah, there's loads of great things on drawing styles. I've used a lot of resources here with you for isometric drawing and so on. Yeah, but it's got a good page on orthographic drawings, which is great. And here it shows us the correct view for a third angle. We have the front view here with a plan view, which is sometimes known as a bird's eye view at the top, and then a side view out this way. And they're all projected from each other, as you can see with these red lines. So we're going to do the same for our chair. Now, that is the side view. We want the first view to be the front view. And as we can see, it looks a bit strange sometimes when it's like that. But if we go back to our assembly drawing, we can clearly see the front of it would be like this. The plan view would be like this, and so on. So we're quite happy with that. It's given us a good scale automatically there, which is useful. You can change the scale if you're not happy with it though. And then we're going to just go with hidden lines on here, and then OK. And here is our view. So we've got the lines, but it's taken away the color, which is what we want. And now we're going to project views from there. So we want our plan view like so. We want our side view like so as well. We often want to be trying to make sure that the distance in between these views is consistent. And what I often like to have also is an isometric view in the corner there. We'll put that there like so. We'll right click and then create. Oh, it's not quite worked there, but we'll put that in a little while. That's fine. Once you've got your views in, the next thing you want to do is annotate them and put all of the important dimensions in now. So all of the dimensions and sizes somebody would need to create your product must go in here. Now, we want to zoom in and make sure we're putting all of the sizes in that are useful for our product, like so. The idea is we could give this to somebody and they would be able to manufacture that drawing. Now, the angle here is very important as well, so we want to make sure we put that angle in, like so. And when you do this, guys, I want you to go through and put in all of the correct sizes. And we can project them like so, which is fine. So I'm just going to do that for now. I think you get the message there. You get the point. Sorry, there. We'll zoom more. We'll put in a few more this way, just so it's clear. And again, you'll see me purposefully projecting all of the sizes through, just to show that it's consistent and so on. Let's escape there. Now, if I look at the size of that and I want to adjust it slightly, I can. Maybe I want to move it over a little, and we can do that. It's absolutely fine. If we look at that and think maybe it's clashing here, we can just move some of those sizes over. I'll put them in again. Maybe looking at this now, I decide that I want That can just go there. And there we go. Okay, so we've got our third angle orthographic drawing in. What I now want to do is put my nice colourful isometric in the corner here. Go to place views, I'll go base. And I can put in my part again there. I can change the view to the view I want. In fact, let's move that. Let's do that a bit clearer here. We'll put in the... I should move this over here. Oh. There we go. I should move this here out of the way. Before I do that, I can now change the view of that to the right angle. Don't like it facing the back there. So I'm going to just get it to the right place where I want it. That looks a bit better. Whoopsie, done it again. Let's do that. There we go. Put that there. Voila. Right click, create, or OK. Now, as you can see, we haven't got colour on there. We want colour on it. We're going to right click, go edit view. If we click this one and OK, it will add the colour, which is a nice feature that we can have there. And then the final thing we want to do is put in a parts list. If we go back to annotate, we've got parts list, and it will generate one automatically for us. We can drop that in, put that over here. And what I'd like to do in the description tab is label who made which part. So I think this one was Noah and Munkai. And then so on, apply, okay, we've got that information there. And then if we're looking at the layout, not thinking it flows very well, we can change a few things. We can make this smaller if need be. We can move it down. And so on and so forth. Now the way I've done that, as you can see, we've got this facing outwards, this side facing inwards, which is not quite correct. When you put your base view in, make sure that this side view is facing the opposite way, so the angled part of the chair is actually coming in from this side and the slots are on the opposing side. And then you've got your working orthographic complete.